Hi you guys, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. I am popping in really quick to finish my Thursday's video. I ran out of time and you guys could not sit any longer and listen to me babble, I'm sure. But what we're going to do today is continue working with those jelly plate prints, or in my case, I have a gel press. So I wanted to make sure I corrected myself. This is a gel press, which I was using, and I also have a jelly printing plate. So they're two different companies, kind of the same thing, different sizes, things like that. But I'll link it below. So I'm using my prints that I printed in the background here. These are Art by Marlene, and they came out of these really great die cut books. If you haven't seen them before, check them out. I will link them below. They are so fun. And I have both of these, and I have the two new ones also, and I have not even cracked these open yet. I just haven't needed to because I'm finding so many great ones in these ones. So whichever ones you want to get, up to you. These are the same principles in all of this video. I have a whole bunch of stamps here, and that was from Art by Marlene, her advent calendar that we got this year for Christmas. It was really fun opening those, and those are the circle ones, and look at how many I have in here, a whole bunch. And the other ones are a set of stamps, and I'll list them below. They're Art by Marlene also, and they're all different textures. I can't put my thought on the name, but I will link it below, and it's a great, great set. So anyways, that's what we've got. We've got all these stamps out, and by the way, while I'm here, could you imagine what I have in this little tin here? There is no way that you would know what you have in here. But if you stick around to the end, I will show you a tip that I thought of to correct that problem, because I wasn't using those because I didn't know what I had in it. So I fixed that problem. Stay tuned till the end. Okay, here we go. I picked a bunch of the die cuts that I liked. I got my backgrounds from my jelly plate or my gel press, whichever you have, that is fine. I sat and I was watching stupid TV, and I was putting the card bases together with the die cuts from the die cut blocks. So here is how I worked on them so that they didn't fly all over. You can see I just put my Misty magnet on top of them and it held it down. And I'll show you my combinations that I came up with. And we're going to do a few of these, put them together, but of course we're not going to do all of these. We would be here for quite a few hours. Now here's a background that I did. I cut it to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 background. I thought this lady looked super great on there, so I'm going to think of a sentiment. But what I did with well, most of this pile here is I went around the edges with a black marker. Now I'm using I think it's Marvy black marker. It's water soluble, so you have to be careful. If you're going to put matte medium or matte gel or something over the top of this, you don't want to use a water soluble marker. You want to use something permanent like a Sharpie. So I know I'm not going to. I'll put them down with my tape runner or my glue sticks, which I'm out of right now, so tape runner it is. So put this down how I like it. Put it on a card base. How easy is that? Adhere it down, pick out a sentiment, and you have a card. Now you have options, of course, if you want to layer it with a color underneath that makes this background pop a little bit better, go right ahead. but here is what I did, and I did not put a card color behind it. I just edged with my black archival ink, and I did that before I put it down on my card base so I didn't get it messed up. And I do have the instructions on all of this in the video from Thursday, so I will link that above here and you can go back and watch that again. But these are the easiest techniques that I came up with when I was making so many of these cards. And like I said, the cards are quite a bit different from Thursdays because we're using those die cuts, but we are using the same background pieces that we created in the first video. So just as easy as that. I like that black edge. You may not. If you don't do it. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to get rid of my Misty off of here. We'll put this one together so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, card base. Set these up here. I use my tape runner. Just as easy as that. I find out which one is the opening, how I want it to be. Now, the more I'm thinking about it, I kind of want that white edge down at the bottom. I think I do. So that's the way I'm going to do it. I put my card bases together like this. Stand them up on end so I get a good press. And there's ink on here. And before, the ink, if I did black circles or stamped on them, I didn't want to smudge that ink. Here's a good tip. Just use a piece of deli wrap or parchment paper and just give that a good stick like that. That's what I do. I always have a piece of that on my desk. Okay, so I'm just kind of visualizing where this is going. She's got that cup of coffee and there is a mosquito or something flying into it. She seems really unamused about whatever she's thinking about. So I'm going through my sticky quotes. I'm looking to see if there's anything that stands out. I also printed a bunch of these from um, Diane Reevely, and I will link those below. These are quite snarky, and I love them. Laugh till you leak. It just makes it funnier. That's kind of fun. I'm a rainbow sprinkle in a vanilla world. Be you, the world will adjust. Now that totally, I think, goes with that. So that's kind of also what I have on my desk for this project. I'm just going to cut that one out, and I think that that one works. I have these great scissors I use all the time. They are by Fiskars, and they're called Amplify, and I will try and link those below. They are just the best scissors. I cannot live without them. I actually think I may be getting another pair to put in my craft bag, because if I go somewhere for crafting and I don't have them, I'm always really quite bummed. So carefully cutting these. These suckers are really sharp. Get rid of my junk here. So it says, be you, the world will adjust. Okay, I like that. Now, do I want to put any of these in the background? I'm feeling like I kind of do, because look at this one. It has these eyeballs on it, and she has like awesome eyeballs looking there. I think I kind of want to put it as a border there. What do you think? Let's try it. I have this stamp for these longer ones, and I'm using my archival ink because it dries so quick, and it really works for me. But you'll probably have your favorite kind of black. And I was going to say I'm eyeballing it. Hilarious, because literally these are eyeballs. Or at least that's what I think they are. And if it goes crooked, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it. So how's that look? A little crooked. Who cares? If it's really bothering you, put her over to that side and we'll put the sentiment over here and it'll balance it out. So that's what I'll do in case anyone is worried that that's crooked. I'm going to stick her down. And I already went around her with the black marker, remember? I just like to get rid of that white edge of the paper. Okay, I'm going to stick her way over here. And even if she goes a little bit off the edge, I kind of like that. It just makes it more visually pleasing, I think. And then we're going to put the sentiment over on this side. So BU goes first. And I'm not really sticking them down quite yet. I want to see where I want to put them. The world. See, I think this has to be up here. BU, the world will adjust. How about that? I think that's neat. So I'm going to stick that one down. And I like it kind of going on top of her. It kind of brings it all together. And this one I want to maybe go just a little bit this way. Adorable. Okay, so now set this aside. I'm going to take my black Posca paint pen and I'm going to try not to be too shaky. Whenever I'm on camera, I'm always thinking that I'm going to mess up or something. So I'm like kind of shaky. I'm usually not, obviously, when I'm not on camera. I'm just going to go around it. I like how it kind of finishes it. And really, I really like going around these die cuts. It's really relaxing to me, and I feel like it's a fun thing to do. I feel like I'm tracing or something. So that kind of makes it pop a little bit. Neat. I like that. You can't even tell that the eyeballs over here are crooked. I'm also going to go around these words and kind of give them a little frame, more of a frame. I'm not going to write on her face, though. Certainly could. And it's real nice that the backgrounds are dry for a couple of days because otherwise you might ruin your pens if that paint is wet. So you really want to be careful with that. I highly suggest leaving them dry. I have a white Signal gel pen. I'm just going to give some whimsical little marks here. I like that. Maybe centers to the flowers or something. And I feel that maybe if you just kind of go around her head and give her a chin there, it just makes it, I don't know, just more finished to me. And don't be afraid to put a little black in there also. Just a few squiggles and scratches. That little mosquito is quite funny. Be you, the world will adjust. How cute. Okay, we're going to do one more together just because once you got the technique, you know, you kind of know what you're doing. So I've got these ones. Life is hard. Your art shouldn't be. I got the stamp down to the side there and I put it a little bit up to the top. All right, let's do another one. And I think this one is going to be really cool to do. I love how this green is there. The green is in her outfit. This one I also pulled together the characters that she has in her um, Die cut books are just so darn cute. So I pulled out flowers here to pull that one together. This one, I'm going to move some of these stamps. This one here, look at this background. Wow, huh? All of those colors are in that paint palette. That's why it attracted it. It attracted me. So I put down this. This was another die cut. It says color. I love that on there. This is a little tiny palette knife. How fun. I'm going to prop that up on there. I might even raise it up like that with a little glue dot. And then I was going to put this color wheel behind there. Super cute. Put it on a card base. Go around it with your black markers, your white. You may want to add some stamps. These little stamps are so cute. Okay, so that's that. Look at this one. Isn't she just adorable? Here's the background that I created. This one was just totally working for me with those little stars. This one here, I found a happy birthday. This is the background I created. I liked that lady on there. This happy birthday worked real well. And I liked the black and white on there. And I may pull some of that yellow and put in the letters so it pulls it together. Look for the pictures in the end. I'll have all the finished ones. Let me get rid of these. Here's some more. See, I have been busy. Here's the background. Then these are the items that I picked out. That house with hearts is super cute. And then here's a post that says home holiday stay. And I loved this little car. I thought I would put that on there. And I don't think I need a sentiment with this one because it on the little sign there. Here's another one. Here is the background. I love that flower there. Here's the face, and it says Groovy Chick. I love it. That Groovy Chick. All the colors are in this background. So bam. Easy, easy card. Here is one I didn't do anything with. I have a stack of them because I cut them all up into card bases. It's going to be super fun. I'm going down to the cottage this weekend with Kathy Johnson and Tina Conley, and we are going to stamp and create and have a ball, just the three of us, packing a bunch of food and stuff like that. I'm going to put this one together with you. Now what I want to do is I want to find some of this green in my paper swatches that I have. So I'm going to look for that and I'll be right back. I also need just a drink of water because I've been talking now for 18 minutes. I'll be right back. Here we are. We're back. Let's do another card. So I went to my card bases and I didn't have this color of green cut. This is the one I thought looked the best. And I looked in my color swatches to see which one. Here it is. So I had to cut my card bases, and this will go in my what do you want to call them? Card bases, colored card bases. Now, if anyone wants to see how I have that organized, you let me know because it is a huge, huge time saver, and I'll do a video just on that. I'll do that on my colored card bases, my swatches of my plain colored paper, how I store them, and all of that jazz. But now I have all of these that's going in my colored card bases. Ooh, tongue tire. All right, so here's a white card base, and I always have these cut sitting right next to me, so I'm ready to go. So here is my background piece. This is going to go on my white piece, and I don't care that I have this hole cut out of it. That hole obviously came from my swatch to put on my ring. And also I have written where the color was purchased. It's purchased at Let's Create. So I know that if I want more of this paper to replenish my stock, I have to get more at Let's Create. So isn't that just ingenious? I'm putting this down on my card base, just like that. I don't care that that has a hole in it. I am going to edge around this in the black because I like that. I'm going to move our lady over here a little bit. Get out my sponge dauber and just quickly go around the edges. And I don't know what we're going to have this girl say. I should have picked out a sentiment before. It might have been easier. And don't forget about your sentiment stamps, you know, things like that. Stamp them on paper and cut them out, or stamp them right on, however it looks good to you. I'm going to put ink on the back, or tape on the back here. I'm going to put that, and I have to stand up to do it so that it's centered. I'm going to use my piece of parchment paper and press it down just so I don't smear all that black ink, right? It's archival. It shouldn't smear off. And now I need to decide if I want to put any of these stamps on the background. But first, we'd have to figure out what she's thinking or saying, right? I have such a mess in my craft room right now because of all this videoing. Old ways won't open new doors. Happiness is homemade. I am a little crazy in a big way. Well, she doesn't look crazy. Born to create. Born to create. Get quiet and listen. The answers will come. Ooh. Maybe. I'm afraid to kind of take it off and then not use it, but get quiet and listen. The answers will come. Well, I think I want a little bit of stamping. I love these hearts. I bought this set, I think, just for these hearts. Yes, I know I'm crazy. And we're going to have stars up there. So I don't think it's too much, so I'm going to do it. Why not? I have that star one too. That would have been kind of neat. But here we go. Again, I'm just eyeballing it. It's not going to be perfect. I do not live in a perfect world. Don't we know that, huh? Don't we know that? All right. Rinse that off. And here we go. Put her down. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not go around it with my black. See how that just changes the edge? Sorry, I didn't have this part done for you. And I don't want to rush, because if you rush, then you go on to the printed piece, and that's no good. Then you got a big black line through her head or something. And you could turn it around like this, I suppose. So if I went on the piece of paper, on the image, I would line the white side. So that's a good little tip there, huh? So you're constantly learning new things. I cannot believe how much I've learned since I've started doing videos. Alright, so I'm going to stick her down now. I am being a little careful because that is a little bit wet up there. Now, do I want her over to this side maybe? Yeah, because last time we went over to the other side. Why not? carefully put her down like that. Cute. Sentiment. Carefully. I'm going to cut it in half. Get quiet and listen. I'm going to cut that in half. The answers will come. I'm going to cut that in half just because I want it going down the card. Um, do I want to go around these in black? Maybe just a little, but I'm going to go around them with my black pen. Get quiet and listen. The answers will come. Woo! That's deep, huh? Giving it a press down. Nice. I'm trying to keep my desk kind of clean. Put this away. I'm going to use my black Posca paint pen and go around her. I'm excited about doing a little stamping with my two friends down at the cottage. I've only been creating there by myself, so I'm not sure how the space is going to work for three of us, but we will definitely make it work. And if anyone wants to look at pictures of the cottage in Sparta, Wisconsin, it's a vacation rental. It is, I made a Facebook page for it. It's called the Mississippi Pearl. I would love for you to go and like it. That would be great. I'm going to go around these words. My ink pen is running a little low, so I'm going to prime it here. Here it comes. And I will definitely post some pictures and things this weekend. If you are on our group, which is Everything Paper and Glue, and I know that Kathy and Tina, the two girls that are going with me, are in our group, so I will make sure they post some pictures also. What do you think? I think these hearts need to be filled in. What do you think? Yeah, you can just keep going and going and going and going on these cards. And then you just have to remember, well, that card took me, a half hour to make, and hopefully someone's not just going to throw it in the trash when they get them. You definitely have to give them to the right people. My friend Debbie Ducat, she says, oh, that one's so good sometimes that she makes. She said it'll be hard to give that one away. The person has to be pretty darn special. This one is pretty cool, I think. And sometimes I just put them in little plastic frames and put them in my craft room for inspiration if I don't want to get rid of them. It's just a little bit of artwork, right? I'm going to use my white gel pen. I'm being careful not to smudge that. Just giving her a little bit of white little circles in her hair. Gives it just a little more oomph, I think. And her hair's curly. Those eyes are so great, aren't they? Yep, and a little edge here. Cute. And do I dare give a couple of swirls in here? Nope, I don't like that. I'm going to quickly get rid of that. And okay, quickly get rid of that with just a dab of alcohol. Ugh, kind of wrecked it. But never fear, because I'm always thinking, how about we put a star in her hair over it? I'm going to go around these little stars with my black marker, being very careful. And no one will be the wiser except for us that watch this video, right? Okay, so what's your homework? Homework is um, like the page for the cottage so you can see the pictures. It's called the Mississippi Pearl. Maybe go check out our group, which is called Everything Paper and Glue. Get out your gel press, your jelly plate, your stencils, um, stamps, uh, your acrylic paints, and make some cool backgrounds. That would be a good thing. And make some cards. And how about sending some in the mail? Some people could really use a card, during this crazy, crazy time that we're going through. Um, so that would be really cool to do too. And stay tuned until the very end of this video because I'm going to show you my idea for organizing this tin of small stamps. I think it's fun to have a tin of small stamps like this. And yeah, I go through all of my stamp sets, and if there's something I want to throw in that tin that I think I will use it, throw it in there, it's not going to hurt. If you make your things more accessible, then it's going to be so much more fun to create because you don't have to run for this. You don't have to try and find that. If things are all set up for you, that's the way you can create real quick and easy, and you get more time creating and less time looking for things, right? So there, I saved the day with that star. And I'll give you a close-up here. And I'll definitely give you close-ups of all the cards when I have them all finished, this pile. So get your stamps out and get going. Have fun working with this jelly plate, your gel press, your stamps and everything. And I hope to see you on Thursday for another project. Have a great weekend, and we'll keep you posted in our group, Everything Paper and Glue. Have a great day. Okay, I finished these cards. I just wanted to give you a quick little show you what I did. Here they are. Adorable. Look at this one. It says, I ate healthy and exercised today. I better freaking wake up skinny. Hilarious. Life is hard. Your art shouldn't be. And I think that's totally the message with these die cut blocks, excuse me. This one says confidence. She just looks like she has lots of confidence. Get quiet and listen. The answers will come. Isn't that really neat? I love her. This one is home, holiday stay. This one's how the happy birthday turned out. I did put the yellow in here, and I did that bottom edge. I think that finished it off neat. And Groovy Chick gave this flower up here some dots, put some stamping in the background. Be you, the world will adjust. Super cute. And here's that one with the palette knife and the paint palette and the color wheel. Super neat, super neat. I love them. So we got lots of them here. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to get these out of the way, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about previously in the video. This tin. I have all of this stuff in here, and how in the world am I ever going to know what's in here? So here's my great idea. I took them all out and I lined them all up in a big square design. And I'll show you the pictures. I'm not going to redo it for you, but you can get the gist of it. So I took them all out of here and put them all in a nice big square. And I took a picture of it. And then I took that picture and I put it in a file on my computer so that when I have this box out, I can go ahead and look on there and say, oh yeah, that's exactly the one I want, or oh, that would be neat, or something in that matter. And then I can dig through the box that way. I don't have to be like, oh, I wonder what's in here. Because, like I said, I was not using these stamps because I did not know what was in here. So I lined them up, took a picture, put the file on my computer. Then I also took the file and I have it as my background wallpaper. So when I'm working on something, I can just easily click on my computer and bring that up and I will be able to see. What is also neat, I am going down to the cottage this weekend, and I may not take my computer. I usually do, but I try not to work when I'm down there. I try to have it be just a relax, kind of a getaway thing. And I will have that picture of all of those stamps on my phone. So I can look at that too. So how super cool is that? And I could take it one step further. I could print off that picture, fold it up and put it in here if I needed a tangible paper for my small stamps. And I even took a picture of this that I had here, that I had a sponge dauber in here. I would like to get my glue stick in here, but I don't think that it'll fit. This one long stamp is a little long for the box, but if I take some of these out and fit it down in, it actually works. So not a big deal. I'm just trying to have this be a real nice kit of all of these small stamps, texture stamps, because they're super fun and it's really nice not having to get out all of my great big stamp sets and looking through them to find these super cute little ones that you want to use. You know you have them, but you're just like, I don't know. I don't know what's in this kit. See, I can't get that glue stick in there, but that's fine. I know that I have one in my travel bag, so I know it will be going with me. Speaking of which, I believe on Thursday this next week, I am going to do a video for you on my travel bag, what I pack in there and how I go about it. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for Thursday and I will show you what I came up with because I am super excited to pack this travel bag, this um, I'm actually going to do it later today because I'm leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay, so thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out all of these cool cards. And I will talk to you again on Thursday. Have a super weekend and I I hope you get lots done. Grab out those jelly plates and work on some of those cool things. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my Facebook group, Everything Paper and Glue. Talk to you soon. Bye.